Ja, tatsächlich, ciao, c'est quoi festa, uh, tlalcha tsak biu, tlalcha duhabi, ti sniwapin tiniyete, mayors. Yeah. So, class time. What shall we do with class time? All right. So, I want to touch upon this ever so briefly. All right. So, when you look up Lushootseed and you type in Lushootseed alphabet, you're gonna end up getting this, right? Now, consonant and vowels, as they are, because consonant vowels are consonant vowels. Exactamundo. Well, you look at this and you're looking at this chart and you're like, huh? Right? Because this doesn't make sense. It's not all in a row, A, B, C, D, F, G, right? This is what the linguistical people use. Linguistics. Study of the language. Okay, you can YouTube that one, or Google search that one, or Wikipedia search it. Anyway, it gets broken down to this, and it is ever so simply. So you look at it from going from left to right is where the sounds are coming from in your mouth, right? Labular, lab. So what does labular sound like? Labular is tongue or your lips, labular, right? So anything there, your B, your P, and the yeah, that's labular, right? Now you go back from there and a set of the teeth, right? Or the alveolar pectoral is that part underneath, right behind the teeth. So you got your front of your teeth, you got your teeth, and you got your back of your teeth, right? And then your velar is the first part of where it ridges up. You got your teeth here, right? You got your gum, and then from your gum it goes up like this, it goes down, and then goes down to a tube thingy, right? And these are tubes. Because I'm the bestest drawer in the westest. That's your teeth. And then your tongue comes from like right here. Well, it really goes up like this, and then your teeth are here, right? It goes in here. And your tongue, when it rests, your tongue rests up here, right? This is where your tongue naturally rests. When your tongue rests, right, it always rests down at the bottom of the mouth. Rest on top. Yeah. Okay. Now, what this does is it kind of represents your teethers, your mouth, as the sad ways look, where it kind of curves up like that with your cheekbone, kinda. In us, this box. That's what this box represents. Okay. Right. So you just go around and try to make those sounds where these boxes are. Frigatives. We do have some. Frigatives. And the stuff on downward is kind of, I don't know. You're going to have to Google search on how to read these things. But this is where all the stuff comes from. This is where your sounds come from. This is where most everything comes from. Right? But then you got your vowel chart. So, vowel, high, I, E. See, it's high, ooh, high, uh, kind of a mid-tone there, and then your low, right, it's the tonage on that, and then said towards the front, oh, right, said different tones in your esophagus, your mouth. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't really want to spend a lot of time on that. But that's where the sounds come from in your mouth to make words. And yes, English does have one. So so this thing called IPA is the International Phonetic Alphabet of America. And their chart looks weird. Huge. Different. Definitely different. All right. So just to let you get you a good idea on this one. So here's your same chart, same thing, but not in Lushootseed. This one is actually in American English, right? The IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet for American English. Your b. We have voiceless thing. See this thing here? That's an actual right? In your voice, b. Your nasal M, you'll feel your nose vibrate when you're doing it right. Yeah. So if you really want to have a really good, good class, we can continue on this stuff. I mean, it's pretty well good, interesting information, right? Let's get to something that we will use, right? Usable stuff is always fun. Weats. Now, this is Snoqualmie. This is Southern Lushootseed. Oh. Dude, I really can't spell. Right? So, weats is to announce yourself loudly in the woods, or we use it for our hello. Um, I'm gonna use it because I'm a descendant from Watson Martin, right? Right. Watson Martin was Snoqualmie and Erico. I'm gonna use a Snoqualmie word for hello. There are some other hellos. I've totally forgot to put that in there. Some other greetings is da, to hot latitude, which translate into good day. But the word to means tomorrow, which it translates in good tomorrow. Right? Right? And then we have another one. Hot. Sluch-ale. Sluch-ale. Hot sluch-ale. Right? This is also good day. All right. Right. So, yeah, hot latitude, hot sluch-ale. This one I primarily hear down in Stodahoge. And this is the one I use. Really, it's a southern, no difference. And we got our next ones. Normally, right? Normal circumstances, when you got buddies, you got friends, and you got close, pals, right? You can say, hello, how was your day? Nah, dude, you'd go right up to them, grab their hand, and be like, it's Chow Chow, how you doing? How you feeling, right? So there's a northern way and a southern way. If you know either one, you know Lushootseed. Another three words are three word breakdown and it gets turned into one, right? 3 to 1. 3 to 1. Yeah. 3 to 1. Yeah. Football. No. Right. Us, chow, chop. Us, chow, chop. Us, ched, chop. Us, ched, chop. Eh? How are you doing? How you doing? Us, chow, chop. Us, hey, chop. Right? Okay, so really, this is said completely wrong. So intonations, right? How are you? Right? This is how Americans say it. This is American, right? Because these look like things. But in the Lushootseed, it's how are you? Right? You see the difference? You. How are you? How are you? On how it is said, right? Yeah. See, it's kind of weird. It's the opposite. How are you? As chow chow. As chow chow. As chow chow. Yeah. 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 All right. As head chow. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely weird. Not something I normally do yet. So that's to ask a question. It is reversed. right? Say it this way. How are you? Right? How are you? Let's chow chow. Let's chow chow. Let's chow chow. How are you? See? Yeah, yeah. Play around with it. Ask yourself, how are you? Or ask a question. And you will find that you're saying questions at the end with a higher octave, right? It just automatically happens. Just automatically happens. But Lushootseed goes the opposite way. All right, let's get done with that. Echof dit siayas e shed seat siap. Now, there's a lot to this. Yes. Chuff, you. Ditsiayas, my friends. Ishad, my family. Siyab, honorable people. Okay, so this says, yes, you are my honorable friends and relatives. Right? Just because word order. Now, you see this part. This part. See it. Highlight it. Is E. Oh. In this case, the I is two A's. A. Oh, this equals crowd response. Yeah. Crowd response. So the Lushootseed, we are not big on the hey, quiet, you gotta be quiet thing. Really, we need your engagement, right? As a Lushootseed speaker, for everybody who's on the floor, masculine are males, man equals two A's. Feminine, female, woman would say two O. Yeah, two O's. So this right here in concept, in the cultural aspects of it, and I just oversight there. Okay. Man would say A, and the woman would say O, right? The crowd response would all the men who's paying attention would say A. And all the women who are paying attention would say O, right? So the greetings and everything going on, there'd be a two-way conversation while we are speaking on the floor. There was not just one person talking. And it's more of an acknowledgement. Yes, I'm paying attention. Yes, I can hear you, right? Making sure they understand you, make sure they can hear you was primary key importance in the whole thing, right? Vitally key important. So start right here. Whoa! Whoopsie! Alright, so highlighted yellow. Key importance. Just remember, key importance. Just to show you're paying attention. Now, there are some more things, right, with that, with this whole aspect on this whole thing. So we can break this down even further. Crowd responses. E, O, A, I think maybe I got it. Siab. Right. A, O, A, Siab, Ha, Bo. Each one of these responses from the crowd response, yeah. Each one of these corresponds to different things. So there's three major ones that I am aware of. One is for the greetings of the introductions. So after everything outside of this part right here, when you first say it's chow chow, hot sachel, even hot sachel, it would be a o. That's where you put the greetings in. And then Asyab is if they're telling the truth and you strongly agree to the truth that's being said. Not a story. So say I was reading a non-fiction book and almost every at the end of the sentence you'd say Asia, right? For non-fiction. So fictional things or historical relevance, you would say habu. Anytime the tootie, oh tootie too hot, that is when you would start saying habu. And then you'll say Asia for the truths, right? The facts. That is to engage the speaker so that they know what or know that it's hitting your hutch. So you're saying the person's saying something right. Now, this one is kind of interesting. I'll highlight it. This one is really interesting, right? A siab, right? Now, pre-contact, right? We didn't have B's, we didn't have D's. B's and D's equal M's and N's. Right? Right? So you use that B, hamu, right? Esyam, A, C, you'll find that you're saying a Salish straight word that is commonly used today. Esyam is a Salish language. So Lushootseed is a subdialect of a Salish language. But the Salish Straits goes from like Lummi down. It's just in the Strait of Wanapeka, pretty much, right? Pretty much. You're gonna have to look up Salish Straits in Lushootseed or in native language. It'll show you the tribes that are with Salish Strait. They are definitely our northern relatives, but somewhere in the late or the early 1900s, right? We ended up adding B's and D's. We ended up adding ba and na, right, in our language. Or ba, da, and we replaced it with M and N, but not in all cases. We do have some words that have M and N still, but mostly it did change to B and D. All right. So Asiab. I do believe this is backwards. Asiab. Yeah. Asiab. Yeah. That's spelled right. Asiab. And then O Siam. EA. So EA. Anywhere in between. And remember, like what I said up here, ooh, hypothesis. If we use the vowels, how they're supposed to be, the vowels, because it can be E, A, ooh, O, that means the masculine would be O and the feminine would be Ye. Right? Because you'll just plug in the two vowels to where they should be. Right? Very good, interesting thought there. Just thinking, you know. All right, these are the crowd responses. There are more. I just don't know them all. But these are the main ones. All right, so after every one of these, you'd say Asiab after every one of these. Say Desta. So this one has a masculine and a feminine part to it. Siab, yeah. Or Tidsta, Desta. There he goes. Chada. All right. So Tidsta, Seedsta. Tidsta, male. Seedsta, female. All right. That is how the genders would have been specified. James Tidsta. Sehuash Tidsta. Were a female, it would be Sehuash Seedsta. Yeah. Seedsta. Instead of Tidsta, Seedsta. Right? And then crowd response, pick and choose, plug and play, A, O, even, Chud, I'm Native American. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. You'd say your mother's name first, right? So in this case, Nancy Dakota. Seedsta, seed scoy. See this? Discoy. Seed scoy. The D here is a possessive. Not anybody else's mom, my mom, right? My mother. D. Seed scoy. So these would actually be connected and it would break off here. But because this is actually one word, it gets broken off there. I don't know. It's interesting. So this it is. Mother's name is my mother. Right? Then you would say where she's from. Sauk-suiattle, Utsishtabuch, Seed Skoy. My mother is from Sauk-suiattle. Right? Yellow Kamet, Tidsta, Tid Bod. Yellow Kamet is my father. Again, you see bod, bod, bod joke, bod. Okay, so bod means dad or father. Teed bod, teed bod. So again, like the last one, teed bod, my dad. Right. Awesome, Chud. Chud. Awesome, Chud. Okay. In this case, Sasistin Wapentin Oyete Atsishtabutid Bod. My dad is from Sasistin. Oh. Okay, so this one, there's two ways of saying it. Asafil chud alta sak view. To lol chud alta sak view. I come from sauk-suiattle. Right? Now, break down even further. We have two grandmas. Right? Everybody has two grandmas. Everybody has two grandfathers. And you would plug and play starting with your mom's side. In this case, it'd be Catherine Brown Seedsta Tood Kaya. So this is where you would see ood, tood, this two. This means the person is deceased. This one, seed kaya, is for the person that is alive. I did not put tood bod, I put teed bod. For those people whose parents are passed away, you would put tood bod instead of teed bod, right? That's for the living and deceased markers, right? Hey, just regular greetings. We would tell each other this just so we can get access to the places where our family were. And we say, hey, my family this place. Oh, you're my family? Come here, let's share some stories. Right? Just how our people were. Right? So in this case, my case, stospum seedsta ta tud kaya. Tud kaya. Right? Catherine Brown is my grandmother, deceased. Sauk-suiattle Utsishtabuh seed tud kaya. My grandmother is native from sauk-suiattle. James Brown, or James Joseph, seedsta tud sapa. James Brown, or James Joseph, not James Brown. James Joseph is my grandfather. Right? I should say granddad. Who's the granddad? Right? Isanich Utsastabuh Tud Sapa. My father is from East Saanich. That's where he came from. And then we'll continue going on. And going on. And going on. However far back you can go, the better you are in your readings. If you want. It switches from Tudsapa to eventually it goes to the word there's one word for both masculine and feminine, but you got to be old enough for them both to work. Be the same word. So apparently, at a certain point in time in the whole generation of things, it doesn't say whether it's masculine or feminine. It just carries about the masculine, feminine up to this point, and then it switches to one word. And right now, I'm spacing that word. Kaya, Zapa, oh, Chabu. That's what it was. Chabu. Means great grand ancestor. We can even go even further on this is on your mom and dad's side, or your mom's side, or your mom's dad's side, or your mom's dad's side. So it goes and really just spreads out. And I don't know how much work we want to do on this. I really don't. We had more work that we could be doing. Just try to make sure to get your name, your mom and dad's name, and then your mom's mom and dad's name, and your dad's mom and dad's name. And then we'll try to plug and play here, and we'll get what we get because it's just the way it is. All right. And this, I say, hoi. All right. Right. Departure phrases. Woo! Last little bit, guys, I swear. Shakachi cha, right? Bootlachi cha, right? Bootlachi cha. Otegui to boosted cha. O Deisha. Sulab de beatsy chud, Lushoot beatsy chud, Techich de boot chud, Hot quads a shoots a boot, Hot quads a slabs a boot, Ot oak off chud, O slug will beats it off chud. Hoi.